Part two. So, like, my stepfather was abusive, and like he would make basically growing up, I felt like I was always in the wrong. Like I was always doing something wrong. Like I was constantly walking on eggshells, um, especially around my stepfather. So, like, everything, it was bad. Like, I'm going to have to go into a whole nother story about that. But and on top of all of that, my mother was never very comforting. She didn't know how to be emotionally there for us. So she just wasn't. So, um, basically, I mean, I can go back that far, but I can also go into more simplicity, which means, it's just my inner dummy. I mean, my id, your inner dummy, the that voice in the very back of your mind that since you were a child you've been hypnotized into believing. And so I think, oh my goodness, I'm going to get in trouble. Oh my gosh, I got to fix this right now, right? I start scrambling in my head and freaking out. Now, did my boyfriend ever do anything to, cause this? No, nothing whatsoever. He has never done anything like that. So again, it is something that I'm telling myself. It is literally my id, my inner dummy, telling me these things. And then as soon as I have that thought, what happens? I freak out, and inside I go into the physical symptoms. I start getting, the anxiety, the nausea, the tired, the fatigue instantly, the dizziness, the breathing issues, I start getting the tingly stuff, the tingly fingers, or just whatever might happen. There's so many symptoms. There's like so many hundreds of symptoms you can get with anxiety. But that's what happened. And that's what happened with me today. So like right now, and I realized, when I was sitting there and I had that nausea and everything come out of, like, literally within milliseconds of me having this thought, and it made me think, I need to share this. So I'm sharing it with you right now and letting you know that, you are not alone. And this is something that literally happens to all of us who deal with anxiety. It's not fun, but once you know what you're dealing with, you can attack it full force, like head on, right? And so like with me, I automatically knew, okay, I know where this is stemming from. I always question myself constantly. Every time I have a thought, every time I have a feeling, every time I have a physical ailment, what's going on? Why? Why is this? Okay. And then when I have that answer, well, why that? And I get down to like the nuts and bolts of it all and figure it out. Once I know, then I feel better. So remember, you're not alone.